Okay. Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. My name is Elizabeth and Steven Nurse, and I'm gonna follow you to see how you're doing with the administration.
Okay.
Medical administration.
Sure. I'm Jasmine, and I was just on my way to the Pyxis to get some medicine, so you can come with me and watch.
Yeah, sure.
And then when should your question be
Okay.
administered?
So today my patient is in room 619. His name is Glenn Lite, and we're going to work on the MAR here to see what he's due for. It says that he's due for Humalog, which is insulin, fast-acting insulin, and he's due at 1700. Right now it's about 1655, so we're on time for that.
Okay. And then does the medication have a therapeutic
So we're
serum?
just going to get it out of the Pyxis.
Oh, okay. This is it.
Yes. And we're going to compare the medicine to the MAR to make sure that we have the right one. So 5 rights, we want the right patient, right medicine, right dose, right route, and the right time. So we have the right medicine, the right time. It's going to be subcutaneous, so it doesn't need to be mixed or crushed. It's an injection. And this will be based on a sliding scale, so we need to look at his glucose levels and then we'll know how much to give him. It's also not expired. It expires in 2020, and it's clear, so it means it's good. If it was cloudy, you would throw it out.
Right.
And then which physiological parameters should we
So,
monitor when the medication is being
Let me give you a little bit of information.
Yeah, I need to know what is going on with the patient.
Okay. So we have Mr. Glenn Light. He's a 67-year-old male. He's 171 pounds and he's 5'11". He's a full code, no known allergies, and his doctor is Dr. Phillips. His primary diagnosis is a stage 2 diabetic ulcer. He noticed that one 3 weeks ago and it just keeps getting worse. He's a type 1 diabetic and he's insulin dependent for the last 20 years. His range is normally around 120, but lately it's been in the 300s. And his last glucose check was 290. He has a pain level of 1 right now. He's alert and oriented ×4. He has a steady gait and clear speech. He has difficulty identifying the sensation of pinpricks bilaterally in both of his lower extremities. His breath sounds are clear and unlabored in all lobes. He's a non-smoker, and he said the only exercise he gets is bowling once a week with his friends. He has a regular rate and rhythm with his heart, normal S1, S2 sounds with no murmurs, rubs, or gallops. His pulses are palpable bilaterally and radial, tibial, and pedal. His abdomen is flat and symmetrical. It's non-tender. He has bowel sounds in all 4 quadrants. And right now he's on a 1,800 calorie American diabetic diet. And he said that he hasn't really been following it, so he wants a little bit of education on that today. His skin is dry and intact except for the ulcer. The wound that he has is 5.5 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters, and it's 3 centimeters deep. So it is extending into the dermis, and the wound base is pink without any tunneling or undermining. So his last set of vitals was taken at 16:45, and his temperature was 98.4. He has a heart rate of 76. His oxygenation was at 96%, and his blood pressure was 128/70. He is on a couple of different medications right now. He takes NPH and regular insulin. He has gabapentin. He's on Zocor, also Humalog, and he has morphine PRN for pain, which he received about an hour ago. His last AccuCheck, like I said, was 290. He has an IV site and his medium vein in the forearm where he receives his morphine, PRN. All of his labs look pretty normal except for the glucose, which was high. His calcium, though, is a little bit low, so we need to keep an eye on that, as well as his hematocrit is just a little low. So from all of this information, my NANDA diagnosis for today for this patient would be impaired skin integrity related to altered sensation as evidenced by skin loss, open ulcer, and pain. So our interventions would be wound care, pain control, and diabetic teaching today. Okay? Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't. Maybe later.
Are you sure?
Oh, so. Oh yeah, you know what? I have questions for you. But,
Okay.
I'm gonna get my Oh, let me see. Yeah, I have some other questions here.
Okay.
So sorry, I was confused with other paper that I have on the table. Okay. So my first question is why the client is receiving this medication?
Well, today we're giving him his insulin because his body no longer produces insulin.
Okay. What action does the medication have on the body?
Well, insulin, it helps the skeletal muscle and the fat cells to uptake glucose, and it also inhibits the liver from producing more glucose.
When should you question giving the medication?
Well, we need to check his blood glucose levels, and if his levels are low, then we would not want to give the medication.
Oh, okay. Does the medication have a therapeutic level?
Well, it depends on his glucose level. So depending on how high his glucose is, according to the sliding scale, that would be how much insulin we give. And we want his glucose levels into the normal therapeutic range.
Okay. What are the therapeutic range?
Be 60 to 100.
So which vital signs must be monitored?
Well, we want to monitor his heart rate, his blood pressure, his temperature, and his respiratory rate.
Okay. Which physiological parameters should be monitored when the medication is given?
Well, the vital signs, of course, but we also want to check for tingling in his fingers or around his lips, and if he starts getting chills or feeling nauseous, because those are all signs of hypoglycemia.
And what interventions must be taught to the patient to ensure the medication is given safely in the hospital setting?
Well, he needs to know the signs of hypoglycemia, and he also needs to understand about rotating his injection sites so he can let his nurses know.
Okay. And what interventions must be taught to the client to ensure the medication is being administered safely and at home?
At home, he needs to know to not reuse needles and that he disposes of the needles properly. He needs to know how to inject the insulin correctly and to check his glucose levels a couple times a day.
Okay. Is there any side effects?
Well, he could go into hypoglycemia with low blood sugar, and if he has any adverse reactions, such as swelling or itching around the injection site, those are all allergic reactions.
Oh, okay. How would you know the medication is effective?
If his blood glucose levels are going down, then it's working.
Okay, I think I don't have any more questions right now. Maybe later.
Sure, you want to go meet the patient?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Not technically, but like I said,
Hi there, how are
Hello.
we doing today?
I'm okay.
Good. My name's Jasmine. I'm your nurse today, and this is Elizabeth. She's a student, and she will be following me today.
Okay.
vital signs, of course, all vital signs.
I'm just going to raise your bed so I don't break my back here.
That's smart.
Could you tell me your name and age, please?
I'm Glenn Light. I'm 67 years old.
Okay, very good. And we want to check in the computer to make sure that that's correct too. So this is Glenn Light, and he's 67 years old. Glenn, do you have any allergies?
Nope.
Okay, that's good. So the doctor has ordered some fast-acting insulin for you today, and I see that you have your dinner tray there, so you're going to eat right after I give this
Yep.
to you, okay? Okay, so we're going to pull up the mom.
What irritation after injecting subjects and what interventions must be taught or taken in medications in the
And we're going to check our medicine for the second time here. So he's due for Lispro, which is the Humalog. It's a fast-acting insulin. This is what we have here. It's due at 1,700, and right now it's about 1,700. We're going to give that to him subcutaneously. So again, if we needed to crush or mix, we could always call the pharmacy to double-check with that. And we need to check the sliding scale to see how much insulin we're going to give to him today.
Okay.
So we click on this green light here because he's due for it. And according to the sliding scale that his doctor prescribed, his glucose level is at 290. And if it's anywhere between 251 and 300, he's due for 6 units of insulin Lispro subcutaneous.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're going to give to him today. All right. Mr. Light, your glucose was at 290 for your last AccuCheck, so you're going to get 6 units of insulin today.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know all the signs of hypoglycemia? Do you know what that means?
Yeah, that's when my blood sugar is too low, I need to be like aware of like tingling in my lips, my hands and feet, like nausea, chills,
Good.
stuff like that.
Yeah, and if you feel any of those signs or symptoms, you make sure that you call us right away.
Yep.
Okay. So I saw in your chart that you haven't really been following your 1,800 calorie diabetic diet.
No, I needed some information on that.
That's fine. We brought you a pamphlet today.
Okay.
And
Cool.
you can read over that, and when we come back to check on you, if you have any questions, we can discuss those.
Cool.
The gloves are a little smooth. Okay, let's get our. So before we give the medicine, we need to make sure that we have the right patient and the right medication. So could you tell me your name one more time?
I'm Lite. I'm
And your
67 years old.
Okay, and that's what it says here in the computer. And you are Glenn Light.
Yes, Glenn Light.
I know you're many patients today, right? All right. Well, let's get the number off of his band here. Would you mind reading those? Oh, let's see if the scanner's working.
I had it on my list.
We're just gonna enter that in. Would you mind reading the numbers?
Okay, the numbers are 65025553339.
Okay. And then we need to enter the medication. So we have D9, BC, 98, 3, 6, 5, 1.
So I zoomed in, but then the video stopped.
D9, BC.
2 times and it just stopped recording. It's okay. I wanted to see. Yeah, you can't click 2 times. You have to zoom in actually.
98, 3, 6, 5, 1.
If I just click right.
And we have a green light. So that means we have,
One number was missing.
yes, we have the right medication and the right patient.
Okay.
Okay? So, before we give the medication, we clean the top of the vial to make sure that we don't contaminate or cause an infection for the patient. Do that really good. So again, he's due for 6 units. So we're going to put 6 units of air into the vial and take 6 units of insulin out.
So can you speak louder? That's why I'm like, yeah.
I'm going to try not to get any air bubbles in there. Just flick them out if you do. And we do the scoop technique here. Okay, and when you give insulin, you always want a second set of eyes. So if you wouldn't mind double checking this here, that is 6 units.
Yeah, it's right there.
And we did Lispro. We're going to check the computer one last time that he needs
This is the
Lispro.
third time, right?
The third time.
Okay, that's good.
So Lispro, 6 units for the sliding scale.
I'm Caitlin. I'm gonna be your nurse.
Mr.
today. I'm just
Glenn
gonna
Light.
wash my hands real quick.
And it's due at 1700, and right now it's about 1705, so we're in the right window. Okay. It's going to be getting that subcutaneous. Okay? So let's get Glenn ready. So, Glenn, where did you have your last injection of insulin?
On my left side of my abdomen.
Okay, do you know that you need to rotate your injection sites every time?
Yep.
Okay. So since you had it on the left, we're going to do it on your right upper quadrant today, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
So So we're going to clean that for 15 seconds.
He presented to his provider's office complaining of increased blood glucose levels over the past 5 days and
And we will let that dry.
he denies any tobacco use. He's alert and ready to text, slightly anxious, up without restrictions.
Subcutaneous goes in 90 degrees.
He's also a medium pulse. His respiratory pattern is
And then straight to the sharks.
his lung sounds are clear, but auscultation by
Okay.
with a regular atypical pulse, no murmur.
Feel okay?
Yep.
Okay. Now, could you tell me some of those signs of hypoglycemia again?
I want to be aware of like tingling in my lips, my hands and feet, nausea and chills. And if that happens, I need to like check my blood sugar.
Yes, especially, well, if you're at home, you check your blood sugar first, and then if it's low, you need to call us.
Yeah.
Okay, here you just use your call light.
Yep, of course.
Okay. Let me just document how that went there.
And his right median vein adjusting his clean, dry, and tight that flushes easily, and it was dated today. Saline walk. And then of course his stage 2 diabetic.
Okay, and we're going to put in what his glucose level was, how many units we gave him.
Vital signs were 2
And so we gave him 6 units because his glucose was 290, and he got that in the right upper quadrant. And then I'm going to put my initials and click save.
Okay.
Okay? So we'll be back in about 30 minutes because that's when your insulin will peak.
Okay.
And we'll check on you to make sure you're doing okay.
All right, thanks.
Okay?
I have a few more questions for you. You don't mind?
No, not at all.
Okay. Were there any pertinent pieces of information you reviewed before giving the medication?
Yes, well, we knew that he didn't have any allergies and also that his glucose was high. We needed to check his glucose level.
Did this information affect your decision to give the medication?
Yes, because he needed it. His glucose was high, so we needed to lower his levels.
Did this information affect how you give the medication?
Well, the order said subcutaneous, so we gave it subcutaneous, and yeah, that's how we give the medicine. It wasn't mixed crushed or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay, I think those are all my questions. Thank
All
you
right.
so much for
Good. I
teaching
hope
me.
you learned something.
I have a question.